What's up, guys? Welcome back. Ooh, it's such a nice day out, so I got a little bit of sun. Last week, regardless of you feeling like you can do it or not, regardless of the fear, so I started talking about the topic of discipline and how I'm using discipline to live my life with this injury, post-injury, and everything else. But this just happened to me this past week. It's weird because every time I have a topic, like I feel like there's a test that comes out right after. And so this was last week. I had a really tough week. I was mentally drained. I was having a hard time getting myself up every morning to go to work, to go to the gym. And it was on Friday that I hit the last straw that I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through the day, because I was in pain in the sense that I was very sore. And then I have been, pushing my body a little bit more with my new strengthening program, Achilles and strengthening program, and working out, and now adding MMA into the picture. So my body is taking a little bit of time to recover. And it was Friday, I went to work, and then of course I got to the gym. By then my brain was shutting off. Like I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to deal with anything. But there was something in me that I was just like, I'm just gonna get through the workout. I'm gonna get through my jump training. I did. It was freaking hard. And after the jump training, I was like, my body feels okay. Then from the jump training, I went through the strength training, and I do lower body. I was already feeling like shit. And then when Taz asked me, he's like, so are you gonna hit pads? In my mind, I was like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like, I don't know if I can take it, So I did say something stupid. I was like, well, I hope it doesn't break again, So he called me out and he's like, don't talk negative to yourself. And it's true. I mean, why am I doing that to myself? Why am I wishing myself bad luck, basically? So these things are real, and I'm sharing it because it is what it is. After I finished my strength training, I did some mobility work. So I was like, I am sore, but I'm just gonna do mobility work and then just see how it goes. And I did it. Like I hit past 3 rounds, and by the 3rd round, I was like done. Like I just laid on the mats, and I couldn't take it anymore. I was just like, I'm done. And it was tough. I did cry in the middle of my workout because I was just so frustrated with myself. Because not even 3 years ago, I did my black belt. I earned my black belt in MMA. And I remember doing it was 111 push-ups, squats, leg ups. I did 111 kicks. I did 3 hours of constant training nonstop and 111 burpees at the end. And I did all that, and prior to that, I had been recovering from my past injury, and I had trained for a whole year for my black belt. So in my mind, I was like, bro, you've done this before. You've done harder things, but this time around, I feel like my life has been constantly growing. I'm in a different stage in my life personally with my work situation. My mindset overall, I'm better, but I'm also getting older. So my body doesn't recover like it used to. But that's where the discipline kicks in, right? I don't have those constant motivating days where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna crush this workout. Just talking nice to myself, but then it feels fake. One of the things that I've learned throughout my years in MMA, 9 years, is that discipline doesn't just mean physically showing up to the gym. Discipline involves training your mindset to have good habits. The habits of going to the gym and actually putting 100% effort in everything that you do. Pushing myself, And also being smart, because I used to push myself way too much to the point of injury. And now I have to do moderation. I can adjust my workouts. I don't have to be as intense all the time. But the constant and consistency of it has to be there. It's not just a physical sport, it's a mental sport. And the same way that I work out, the same way that I wake up every morning and pray and give thanks for everything that I have in my life, is the same way that I have to train myself when I go to the gym. And I wish I could speed up the process of my healing journey and my recovery. But I have to be real with myself and do the hard work. It's not just showing up physically. You can show up to any place, but if you're not mentally there, then what's the point, right? So this past week was a really hard week for me. I tried to be there mentally, but it was very hard for me to stay there mentally. So I have to consciously train the same way that I consciously train to fight, as in I do controlled sparring, controlled hitting pads, controlled training overall. Is the same way that I live my life. I have to consciously think about these things and do these things so that I can continue to do better. So how do you stay disciplined? How is it that you can build growth? How do you build growth? How do you work on yourself? And what is the thought process on being disciplined with your self-love, being disciplined with your fitness journey, your MMA journey? How do you do it? So you guys think about those things, let me know in the comments. And then let's get growing. Let's keep growing. Let's keep hustling. Not for other people, not to prove a point to anybody, but to prove a point to ourselves that we are better than we used to be. Let me know.